And as the race for Michigan's first congressional district heats up, candidates are staking out bold positions on national security. Tonight, we take a closer look at Democratic candidate Kyle Blomquist and his recent comments regarding U.S. immigration systems and ICE. Blomquist calling for a total overhaul of how the U.S. handles its borders. In an interview with MyUP News ahead of a meet and greet at NMU, the current Iron Mountain City Mayor Pro Tem didn't mince words. While immigration remains a top-tier issue for voters nationally, Blomquist is advocating to Yoopers for a policy often seen as polarizing. He wants to abolish ICE.
An immigration process that prior to 9/11 used to take place under the Department of Justice. It was the managing of an immigration process, right? A civil process. And what we were doing in that case is that we were vetting future citizens, because we recognized that those future citizens had value in our society. They had an economic value, they had a cultural value.
Blomquist pointing to economic data, citing a recent Cato Institute report claiming that immigrants have provided a net surplus to the U.S. economy for 3 decades, helping to reduce the national debt, saying it's a statistic ignored now with current border policy.
We started to take a defensive posture, and we've allowed that to now balloon to the point where not only are we undermining the due process rights of those legal permanent residents and people that are actually going through that legal immigration system, but now we're starting to infringe upon the rights of U.S.-born citizens.
It's a stance that Blomquist acknowledges is progressive, especially in a district that has historically leaned conservative. He says, quote, "It's not radical, it's necessary," and maintains that returning to a pre-2000s model of vetting rather than militarization and policing is the key to protecting both human rights and the economy.
And so it's grown completely out of control. And so when I say abolish ICE, I mean it. I mean, we remove a system that is about militarization. We remove a system that could be wielded by Republicans or Democrats in the White House for political aims, and instead move back to the way that we used to do things.
MyUP News and MyUP Politics will hear more from Blomquist and other candidates in upcoming months. For full candidate previews, he faces Callie Barr and Wayne Stiles in the Democratic primary, competing to face either incumbent Representative Jack Bergman or Bergman's GOP challenger, Justin Michael. And Jack Bergman last week responding to what he calls irresponsible rhetoric from social media and radical politicians. He says it's fueled hostility, confusion, and reckless decision-making. Bergman saying tonight, quote, "These brave men and women are enforcing the laws of our nation, identifying and deporting criminal illegal aliens, and working to clean up the consequences of 4 years of dangerous open border policies. We must deliver on the commitment President Trump and Congress made to the American people by fully securing our border and ending illegal immigration," unquote. Bergman's office also adding that 1st District voters have soundly rejected far-left politicians every year, and they say that he will do so again this upcoming election.